Welcome to the Masterclass series. My name is Sam. I'm going to be your instructor. I'm going to be walking you guys through everything. And we are presented by Impact Vets. Check them out at www.impactvets.org. And with that, let's get started. All right. Now we're going to talk about your about section. So talking about who you are, and we're going to speak directly to the people that come to your profile. Now, if at any point, if I'm talking about a section and you're missing it, it's very simple. Go up to your header section, click on add section right here. So I'm talking about the about section. So you will click about, and then obviously it says this section is complete. But if yours is not, click on that and you can add that section moving forward. So let's look at the about section. That's this right here. And I want to make sure that we understand the purpose here, right? The whole purpose of the LinkedIn profile, once again, is you're trying to convey who you are. And at the end of the day, you're trying to establish rapport with the person that's coming to your page, to your profile, right? I mean, we are trying to make sure that we are conveying a message. So one of the things that I hear all the time is, oh, Sam, I was told to just copy my intro section or my summary section from my resume into my LinkedIn profile. And I'll tell you this right now, that is the worst advice I can, that I hear. And I can tell you right now that if you do that, you're not going to get a lot of traction, because think about what happens with LinkedIn, right? If I'm a hiring manager and I go to your profile and I have you and someone else in front of me and your resumes look the same, and I go to your profile and your LinkedIn profile is an exact replica of your resume, what did I learn about you? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And if I learn nothing about you, then what's my motivation, right? So, if you're interested in what gets you hired, look at my other course. It's going to be all about how to beat the interview. And we'll talk about rapport there much deeper, but you have to establish rapport starting with your profile, right? So with that in mind, I want you to think about what your resume looks like and what your resume sounds like. What do I mean by that? Your resume is traditionally what we call the third party disjointed voice. So we separate yourself from your resume. We don't talk a lot about me, right? Or I did this, or whatever the case may be. We see a lot of kind of very professional, but very also kind of boring language, like dedicated leader that was able to save blah 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 and increase productivity by 13%, or whatever the case may be, right? Or committed team worker that always went above and beyond, and whatever, right? Those words, this makes it impersonal. And what we want, this is social media. Yes, LinkedIn is a professional network, but it's still a social professional network. So how do we be social? If I came up to you in a networking meeting and I'm like, hi, professional leader, but if I spoke to you the way I wrote on my resume, you would be like, who the heck is this guy, right? Like, why? What's wrong with you? We don't talk that way. So think about how you would talk to someone, right? So in this section, in this about section, we're going to use what's known as the human voice. The human voice is us talking to someone else. We are telling a story. So here I ask a bunch of questions. Who am I? Who is this guy? What does he do? Why am I on his profile? How did I even get here? Whatever the case may be. And I talk about who I am. I talk about, why you might be here. And I joke around a little. I make a couple of silly jokes. I have my Air Force core values. I'm a Air Force guy and I'm an Air Force veteran. I'm still proud of that, right? So this it's a part of who I am. I'm committed to our veteran community. I'm committed to my Air Force family, even today. And it's important to me. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about who I am. And let me tell you a story of who I am. Now, on the flip side of that, let's say you're trying to transition into a new job. right? A whole new career field, something you've never done before, right? You're trying to get into IT, or you're trying to get into project management or whatever. Tell me about why you made that decision. What made you decide? What made you wake up one day and say, you know what, I want to go into IT, or I want to become a cop, or I want to become a project manager, or I want to become the next greatest chef, whatever the case may be. Where is that passion? What caused that to happen? And what's exciting you about that career field right now? All right. If you're trying to sell something, tell me about, something exciting that's going to make me want to connect with you and talk to you. Right. Tell me a success story you had in a sale. Tell me how you're going to help me, not just, where you win because you get the sale, but I have to win too, right? It's a win-win type of scenario. So, all sales interactions, all interviews, all jobs, everything that we do is a emotional transaction. And so let's make it a little emotional. Tell me a little bit about yourself. Let me know who you are, and let me know why I should care about you. So keep that in mind when you're looking at this about section. Make it personal. Use that human voice, tell that story. And when you tell that story, let me know. I want to read it. Comment your profile below, and I'll be happy to connect with you, read your story, and learn more about you, and hopefully really get to know you, because that's what I'm looking for, and that's what I'm excited about. All right. Good luck. And if you have any questions or concerns or comments, please comment below. I'd be happy to hear them. And like I said, put your LinkedIn profile below. I want to see your profiles. I want to read your about section. I'm excited. All right. Best of luck. All right. That's it for now. Once again, we are presented by Impact Vets, impactvets.org. If you want more information, if you found this course helpful, we ask that you please try and donate. A large donation amount would be great. If a large donation amount is too much, you can't just do it right now, then please think about doing a small donation amount, but make it recurring, like a $20 donation for 12 months. That would be great. Really appreciate it. We'll see you in the next course.